人殺しだと疑われているのに
You got some blood drops on your shoes.
Yeah, coffee from here before we go.
余裕をかましていた女の末路。子供と母親が行方不明だと通報を受け、まずは母親だけ発見した警察。
Do you know why we're here?
My so I
You got some blood drops on your shoes.
yeah.
恐ろしいことに彼女の靴には血がついていたのだ。
So my son fell this morning earlier.
Oh no.
Yeah, so but I was able to take him to the doctors and everything was okay.
血がついたのは息子が転んだだけと言い張る母親。ここは自宅から300キロも離れた場所だが、息子の居場所については
I took him to with another lady so she can watch him for me.
Well, we want to make sure that he's safe and know where he is. Who's the friend that you left it with?
I don't have her information.
息子を預けたのに連絡が取れないという。
Oh, well, that's not gonna cut it. We gotta figure out where he's at. How did you pick the person?
She's a
that you-
longtime friend that I know.
So how did you reach out to her?
I found her number on my old Facebook, but I no longer have a Facebook anymore. I delete it all the time.
実は彼女の家の床に転んだだけとは思えない大量の血が残っている。それを見た彼女の親が通報したのだ。
Tell me how to go check on him.
I can give you an address.
Okay, what's the address?
I don't know, you have to write it down.
Okay, I can do that. Where did you get that address from?
From the top of my head.
Okay, she's got some specs on her shirt, she's got blood on her shoes. She's not really making sense.
警察署に連れて行かれる直前、彼女は
Can I get a coffee from here before we
We
go?
got coffee there.
We have coffee?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
let's
we got
go.
We can give you coffee.
なぜ笑ってるのかよくわからず不気味だが、この翌日母親は逮捕された。息子を自宅で殺害し、高速道路沿いに捨てていたのだ。警察と話していた内容は全て嘘だった。夫が死んで大泣きしているが、涙が一滴も出ていない妻。ほぼ全員泣いてないなと気づいてるのに大騒ぎする妻を見て、警察も思わず笑ってしまう。彼女は間違って夫を撃ってしまったと自分で通報。寝室で警察が見たのは彼女の夫が撃たれて横たわる姿だった。ここから彼女はあらゆる場所で泣きまくる。まずはリビング。そして次は玄関の前。さらに庭先でも。
Ma'am, your guess is as good as mine. Say it again. No, we can't go in.
彼女は最初警察に寝室のドアが開いて不審者だと思い銃で撃ったら夫だったと説明していたが、これは真っ赤な嘘だ。実はゼロ距離で夫を撃っていて殺意を持った犯行だと後に判明している。犯人なのに演技を続ける妻。
You already know what's going on.
彼女は終身刑となった。外に出てくることは二度とない。闇サイトで買った箱を開けたら
Kind of squishy. What is? Ew! Oh my god, is that a tongue? Oh.
警察沙汰になった男。彼は YouTube で紹介するためダークウェブで買ったミステリーボックスを開けていた。
So starting off this box. Oh boy. Already we have some pretty bad implications just looking in the inside for the first few seconds.
箱の中には
Glass porcelain mask. Take a look at this.
続いて手鏡や双眼鏡など古いものばかりかと思いきや SD カードが入っていたりもする。
We'll be going through this.
さらに街中で一人の男性を撮った写真が何枚も出てきた。
The guy crossing the street again. Brown bag. This one here again. Yo, that's creepy. Let's take a look at this picture.
そう言って彼が額縁から写真を剥がすと額の中に文字が書かれていることに気づく。
On the inside it says hit twice. Brown bag? What the hell?
そしてついに
The last thing we have inside this box, it's kind of squishy. What is? Ew. Ew! Ew! Ew, what is that? Oh my god, is that a tongue? What the f***? Oh, that's bad.
だが彼の恐怖はこれで終わらない。さっき残しておいた SD カードにも恐ろしいものが入っていたのだ。
This is the dark web SD card over here. I'm gonna open it. What am I looking at?
写真やテキストが入っていたのだが、中には地下室のような場所で床が不気味に赤く汚れてる写真も。
What am I looking at? That's the tongue. Oh, I'm blurring that out. Okay, there was a tongue and a pair of scissors right beside the tongue and everywhere, like on the walls, on the floor. Okay, that was bad.
彼はすぐに警察に通報。
They're here.
その後、動画で SD カードは警察に渡したと話している。右手がない女性に運転中に右手でスマホを使ったなと勘違いして注意した警察。
You just said my right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. Hello, ma'am. The city of Lake Worth today, we're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone.
彼女は生まれつき右手がないのでスマホを右手で触るはずがない。だが警察は
Phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you
So
with your phone in your
obviously
hand.
not. So you wanna just call this a day?
I don't
or-
want to call it a day. You had a hand up
You
manipulating
just
the
said my
phone.
right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. You
So
had a
you
hand out.
didn't.
勘違いだったと分かり、最初は笑っていた女性。しかしミスを認めない警察に腹を立てていく。
The right hand. I saw you
So you
manipulate
didn't.
with the right hand, perhaps not, right?
You didn't see me with my right
Okay,
hand.
so are you saying-
that you saw me with my
I know
right
what I
hand?
just said. I know what I just said. I'm asking you now. Did you or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
Hand to God, you don't have a phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
The other hand to God, you don't have a phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
Cool. You have your driver's license, registration, and
Yes, I
insurance
do.
with you.
結局、警察は間違いを認めないまま免許証を確認し、なんと
So you're gonna receive a citation for wireless communication device handheld while driving. Yeah, we gotta put the phone down as we operate a motor vehicle.
Oh, and you
Okay.
put on there that you saw me with my right hand holding it.
I
Yeah.
did not put that. No, yes. So if you want to take it to court,
And that's what you saw.
that's what I said. I said
That's what you
yes.
said you saw.
Yes.
Okay.
この後彼女はこのボディカメラの映像を警察から取り寄せ、ネットで配信。数日で2000万再生され、慌てた警察は違反切符を取り消した。人の骨を川底で見つけてしまった YouTuber。
Scuba diving underwater, and I came across this black box. I was intrigued, you know, I was like, what is this? So I opened it up.
するとビニール袋が出てきて、中には白い粉が入っていた。
The bag had a name on it, and then it was actually from a crematory. And that was the moment when I realized that I found someone's remains.
粉砕された人の骨を見つけた彼は、
We came across human remains, cremated. Yeah, my bad. Thank you, appreciate it.
すぐさま警察がやってきて、
Yeah, remains.
Name on there?
Yes.
遺骨を確認すると、
Let me get my sergeant to call.
そう言って電話をかけた結果、
I would just say put it back. I mean, that's where whoever put them there wanted them to be.
そしてなんと、
Yeah, she said put them back.
Put it back?
Yeah, put them
In the
back.
box?
In the box. That's how he was. So
Sure.
however you found to put them back.
Alright.
All right, man.
アメリカではちゃんと許可を取れば川でも散骨が可能だ。しかし普通は人目のつかない奥まった場所で行われるし、遺骨の箱や袋は残してはならないなど、散骨のルールがいくつもある。今回のケースは明らかにルール違反だが、
You could maybe, I mean, if you want to put them down there, put a rock on top of them, just so they're not going to wash out. But
その場所に置きたい理由があるのだろうと、警察が遺族の気持ちに寄り添って見逃してあげたのだ。
We were just second guessing on what we should do. That's what we did. Put it back out there in the river.
彼は普段の動画ではダイビングをして落とし物を見つけ、持ち主に届けたりしている。気になった方は見てみてほしい。